A new year, a new team, great games all the same on the Tiger Network as the Trinity University Tigers start their women's basketball season against the Claremont Mudscripts Athenas. The Athenas fell in their first game of the year to Lincoln over in California. Trinity 2-0 after an impressive showing in Marshall, where they beat both UMHB and ETBU. Things are looking exciting for the Tigers once again this year. Looking down on the court, starters for the Athenas: Ava Gray, Sadie Heckman, Grace Florendo, Mary Markarian, and Katie Resendiz. Meanwhile, for Trinity, Josie Napoli, Maggie Robbins, Ava Limoncello, Elaine King, and Natalie Anderson. And we are underway officially. Athenas win the tip-off. Going around the arc. Pull-up jump shot. Ava Gray can't connect on her first shot here in Calgar Gym. Tigers have the ball. Robbins looking, going up. The three. And that one bricks off the rim for Josie Napoli. Robbins gets the ball back. Robbins very good at passing, gets it into the paint, and Tigers on the board first thanks to Natalie Anderson. Athena's trying to respond. A bit of fumbling with the ball. It's loose, and the Tigers come away with it. Ball is still loose, though. Errant pass by Napoli, trying to get it over to Anderson. Pretty open three, but it gets bricked. Athenas will try again. Florendo is no good from the arc. And a 32-on-32 battle. A pass, and it's put up, but can't get in. Markarian misses her shot. Trinity still up 2-0. Napoli looking around, hands it over to Maggie Robbins. Robbins back to Napoli, going up the arc. Limoncello dishes it down to Anderson, and Natalie Anderson has a triple, so Tigers up 5-0. Here with 2 minutes away, and not the best throw-in. Tigers up 7-0, quickly scoring. Once again, Natalie Anderson, and this Tiger press is what was the talk of the state last year, and talk of the nation, really. And they get another takeaway, and there will be a foul on the shot. This Tiger press is absolutely brutal for any team. Natalie Anderson will get some free throws from the charity stripe. You see the foul right there. And the first shot off the front of the rim. Tigers get a ton of takeaways, and part of that is because of the stellar play of Maggie Robbins. So 1 for 2 goes Anderson, and another errant pass out. It's been tough for the Athenas early on. They're down 8-0, and that certainly didn't help things. Robbins will be the one to dish it back into the Tigers. Where will Robbins go with it? Gets it over to Limoncello. Tigers back up to Limoncello. Limoncello trying to dish it over to Napoli, but gets intercepted by Gray. Gray is getting swarmed by an ambush of Tigers. But the Athenas break three. It's put up, and it's in for Florendo. So a good shot by Grace Florendo makes it 8-3 here in Calgar Gym. Napoli goes up to Limoncello. Limoncello drives it in, but can't get it in. It's going to be Tiger ball. But before we get into that, we got a pair of subs in for the Athenas, number 3 and number 12. So Kayla Ishibashi coming in for Claremont, along with Kate Shingler. Anderson goes into Napoli. Napoli tries to drive through the paint, and she will get 2 more points for the Tigers. They're up 10-3 now. Florendo and some wide open Athenas on the other end of the court, but they are unable to make use of it as Ishibashi cannot find the bucket there. Napoli trying to go with the smooth pass to Anderson. Limoncello able to scoop up the missed pass. Napoli has the ball again. Trying to drive through again. Napoli going outside to Limoncello. Takes the 3. Can't get it, but it's going to be a contested ball, but ultimately it will be Athena ball. And now another new face, Tanya Guy, in for the Athenas. Tigers once again attacking the Athenas very aggressively on defense. Athenas back on to the right side of the court for them. Gray looking for somewhere to go. Goes over to Guy. Guy goes back down. And driving into the paint. There will be a foul. Ishibashi drove it into the paint and was able to draw a foul from the Tigers on her shot.
That's team foul number 2.
So second foul for the Tigers. First throw. No good for Ishibashi. So next free throw. And neither of them go. So Tigers drive down the court once again. Maggie Robbins hands it over to Ava Limoncello. Limoncello inside the arc, trying to find an open Tiger. Gets it to Napoli. Napoli tries to get it to Anderson. It goes off of an Athena, so the Tigers will continue to possess the ball. And now one of the Tiger freshmen, Jamie Reedy, on the court now for Trinity. Napoli driving it in, tries to dish it to King. King kicks it back out to Napoli. Robbins with the 3, but just a bit too shy on it. And Athena's attempt to intercept it, but unfortunately for them, it just ends up out of bounds as Sadie Heckman is now on the court for Claremont Mudscripts. Reedy gets it over to Robbins. Maggie Robbins, a wizard at passing, drives it in, tries to get it over to Natalie Anderson. Anderson wasn't there, but she picks it up and gets the points anyways. Just how they drew it up. It's 12-3 now. Tigers in control, and they maintain control. Anderson takes the ball away. Maggie Robbins all the way over to Reedy. Reedy tries to give a smooth pass in, but gets blocked by an Athena. Maggie Robbins making some motions. Robbins goes in through the defense and gets the 2 points for her efforts. 2-minute scoring drought for Claremont Mudscripts as this Tiger defense is brutal. And their scoring drought continues. Sadie Heckman tried to get some points for her team, but instead, we're going to have a timeout on the court. And we'll stay with you on the Tiger Network. You can see the stats on your screen. Yeah, Tigers are continuing their momentum from last year. They're good at offense. They're good at defense. Look at the 6 turnovers for the Athenas. They're good at a lot of things, and this is a team that lost a lot of seniors last year, a lot of that seniority, but they are just as potent as was on display in Marshall. They started off slow, including a first quarter against ETBU, where the ETBU Tigers outscored the Trinity Tigers 24-9 in that first quarter, but then Trinity exploded for a 30-point second quarter. And then once they overtook ETBU in that second half, they never looked back. Trinity back out on the court. Athena's about to break their huddle. It is 14-3. Things are not starting off too well for the Athenas here in Calgary Gym. But head coach Chanel Murchison trying to calm her team down. She goes up against the head coach of the Tigers, Cameron Hill, who knows a lot about success in his tenure with Trinity. Athena driving it into the paint. And in the scoring drought there, it is 14-5. As Resendiz gets the double for the Athenas. Maggie Robbins conducting the offense once again. And there's going to be a foul. Tanya Guy fouls Maggie Robbins. This time it will be Natalie Anderson to dish it in. Gets it to Maggie Robbins. Guy marking Robbins right now. Robbins gets it over to Anderson. Anderson traversing the three-point arc. Gets it to Reedy. Reedy driving it in. Kicks it out. And the three attempt is no good for a new face on the court, Annika Signs. Athenas go in. No bucket, but a foul was drawn. They're going to say that was a foul on Reedy. Got some subs for the Athenas. Grace Florendo back in. First free throw is good for Heckman. Next free throw. No good, but Athena's able to rebound. Up from the top. Athena's driving in, and they're going to call a travel. Mary Markarian tried to create an opportunity, but ended up traveling. So Tiger ball. Sky O'Rourke in the game for Trinity. Reedy dishes it in. Tigers getting harassed by Athenas. Napoli gets fouled. And Sadie Heckman is tagged with that foul. Another new face on the court, Kylie Minter. She's a sophomore from League City, Texas. Transfer from Southern Arkansas, as the Athenas continuing to harass the Tigers very effectively this time. But unfortunately for the Athenas, it'll be their sub. I believe that was, yeah, the Athena bench did not like the call there. So Tiger ball. Reedy looking for an open player. Gets it to Signs. Signs looking around, getting harassed. Athena's pressing the Tigers. Reedy drives it in. And the shot is put up and no good for Sky O'Rourke. And Bailey Timmons enters in for Trinity, the junior out of Argyle, Texas. So Signs is tagged with that foul. And Big Chuck, wide open Athena. That'll be an easy bucket for Katie Resendez. O'Rourke trying to work it in, gets it over to Reedy. Reedy with the three, and Can't get it to fall. It is 14-8. Athena's trying to mount a comeback right now. Athena's working it around the arc. Now barely in it. Go back to Gray. Ava Gray going in. Pull up shot. Doesn't go. Athena rebound. And they get 2. So they're within 4 now. As Resendez gets a couple more points to her name. But Tigers respond just like that. Up 16-10 now. Kylie Minter will get credited with those points. Another foul on the court. You can see a nice bucket there. Both teams entering the bonus, so we will get some more charity stripe opportunities. And Ivory Scott, one of 2 freshmen on the roster this year for Trinity, enters the game out of Waco, Texas. The first shot. Nothing to it. So Mary Markarian pulls the Athenas within 5. We'll see if she can pull them within 4. She can. That's how you take free throws. Signs will be the one to dish it in. And Athenas are on the attack, but they leave a lot of Tigers open. That'll be some easy points. Sky O'Rourke. Tigers give the Athenas a taste of their own medicine. But the Athenas are back on the attack. Signs the only one in between, and Signs puts it down. But it's still Athena ball. But great effort by Signs. What would have surely been an easy 2 got put down. Still Athena ball. They dish it in. Working her way in, but can't get it. Tigers rebound. There will be a foul. Resendez tried to work her way in for a double, but nothing doing there. Still some free throws for Kylie Minter. Minter's first throw. 12-19 now. Free throw number 2. As Trinity has maintained a nice cushion over the Athenas, but that one, and I'm not sure if our mics caught that one, but the bench for Claremont not happy. They say that the Athenas jumped a bit early there. So get to retake the shot. So Tigers extend their lead to 8. It is 20-12. The one to dish this one in. Marley Ragsdale gets it in. Resendez, there's an open Athena. It's put up, and there will be a foul drawn. Siona Mandium. Sky O'Rourke is tagged with the foul. (20-12). Minute 30 left. And the fouls have been flying around here in the back half of this first quarter. The first shot from Mandium, no good. Second shot is, though. So the Athenas are down by a touchdown and an extra point. Tigers working it up the court. foul on the Tigers, so they will get to shoot some more free throws. And that seems what the theme is going to be for the next minute 30, as we are having a lot of stoppages in play. Minter's first free throw on this trip is good, so 13-21. Get a look at the Tiger bench there. Minter's second shot doesn't go, but able to rebound it are the Tigers, but no points. Athena is trying to work their way down the court, but the Tigers unrelenting in their press. Ivory Scott pressing the Athenas as well. Athena's trying to reset. Ava Gray looking for an opening. Shot clock reads 10. She takes the three from the center and drains it. So 21-16. This is definitely a younger Tiger team than it was last year. O'Rourke kicks it out to Signs. Signs airballs the three, but together Tigers able to cover Signs' air ball to still put points on the board, 23-16. And Signs picks that one off. Puts it up, and Ivory Scott with the three from a little beyond the arc. Doesn't get it. It is 23-16. Athenas get the ball. Signs bumped into an Athena. Was able to intercept the ball off of that. And man, the freshmen are always so energetic, as Scott just reached an arm out and punched that one out of bounds. 24 seconds on the clock, just about. Athena's trying to get it in. And right to Sky O'Rourke. Little dish pass. Tigers, no points yet. Another rebound. And Tigers cannot get points out of that one. 12 seconds. Athena's trying to get it down on the court. They have the numbers advantage. Not anymore. It's a 4-on-4 battle. Gray versus Timmons. Gray puts it up. No points at the buzzer. Bit of a missed opportunity on the clean pickoff by Sky O'Rourke. Athenas this year.
In the second quarter, Ava Limoncello takes it out to Trinity.
Well, best rotation for the Tigers right now. Limoncello dishes out to Robbins, and we are underway in the second quarter. Robbins drives it in, goes to Limoncello. Limoncello over to Josie Napoli. Napoli trying to work her way in, gets it to Natalie Anderson. And they're going to call a travel on Anderson. Markarian puts it in for the Athenas. They work it down. The one-on-one is going to be won by the Athenas as Sadie Heckman cuts the deficit just a little bit more, 23-18. Maggie Robbins goes up to Limoncello. Limoncello back down to Elaine King. King down to Robbins. Anderson up to King. King works it in, puts it up, but can't get it in. Tigers rebound and draw the foul. Good job by the Tigers to stay on the ball and to draw the foul. Natalie Anderson, 1 for 2 on free throws tonight. She put up 10 in the first quarter. Certainly a player to watch out for. Drains the first free throw. And drains the second one as well. Athena's trying to get better of the Tiger press. And a travel called, so Tiger ball. Tigers are up 25-18. And this is a Tiger defense that perhaps won't be as effective right now, but they got to be good in their own ways. Robbins working it in. Goes to the spin cycle, puts it up for King, goes down to Limoncello. Limoncello, it's going to be another travel. A lot of traveling right now. But they lose such a great defensive player in Maggie Shipley. But it's just the nature of college sports. You got to adapt to the players you lose. And a quick 2 for the Athenas. They're down by 5. We'll see how the Tigers respond. Robbins gives it to Anderson. Anderson tries to pass it off to Limoncello, but an Athena in the way. That one sails over the rim, so Gray will down for Florendo. Florendo over to Heckman. It's put up and put in, and number 12, Kate Chingler. Heckman harassing Robbins. King gets it to Robbins. Robbins goes to the spin cycle. Can't get it in though. Rebounded by Florendo. Jump ball. Of course, jump ball not actually a jump ball in the college world. So 2 subs for the Athenas. Tiana Mandium along with Marley Ragsdale are put back in. Gray trying to pass it forward. A little mishandled, so the Tigers get able to set on defense. Doesn't matter though, as the Athenas are only down by 1 now. Robbins gives it to Anderson. Limoncello thinks about a 3, but thinks better of it. Limoncello there's a foul on the court. So the foul called on the Athenas. Coach Murchison not liking the call there. Robbins gets it over to Napoli. Napoli drives it in the paint. And a great shot by Napoli. The Tigers up by 3. A very vocal Claremont Mudscripts fan. As there was a little blow of the whistle, but I think the official went back on his call. And up from the post, no good was that three. So Tiger ball as it goes off of an Athena. Ishibashi tried to get the rebound, but just let it slip out of her hands. Anderson gets it into Robbins. Robbins gets the ball taken away from her. Athena's in a really good position right now. And a good pass in. They kick it out. Three does not fall. Robbins with the rebound. Mandium gonna get the fall. Natalie Anderson puts the Tigers up by 5. And once again, the press proving to be a little bit of a problem. And a call goes the Tigers' way. No charging allowed. So 29-24, and Maggie Robbins will try to orchestrate the offense to extend that lead. Robbins looks for an open Tiger, finds it to Anderson. Henderson hands it off to Robbins. Maggie Robbins trying to find Limoncello. Instead, it defers to Napoli. Napoli driving it in, goes to Robbins. Robbins hits the spin cycle, but can't get that one to fall. Tigers rebound. Napoli trying to work her way in. Gets it to Limoncello. Limoncello loses the ball. Now re-entering the game for Trinity, Jamie Reedy. And Tanya Guy re-entering the game for Claremont Mudscripts. Kate Shingler dishes it in to Guy. And now Ishibashi trying to find an open teammate. The three does not fall, but a rebound by the Athenas. Kicks it out from within the arc. Another rebound by the Athenas. You can't let a team rebound that much, or else they're bound to get points eventually. 29-26 now. Napoli sends it down to Robbins. Napoli trying to drive it in. Napoli looking for Reedy. Reedy gets it. Reedy gets it to King. King draws the foul. No chance for the Tigers to go up by multiple possessions. So a timeout. As we have broken the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter of play. As you can see, the Athenas are actually shooting very nicely now. But 13 turnovers for Claremont. That's really hurt them in the long run. Looking at it right now, Katie Resendiz leads the team in points with 6 and with rebounds with 6. So could maybe get a double-double out of the night. Natalie Anderson with 14 points leads the Tigers. Skylar Rourke has 4 rebounds. And Maggie Robbins has 2 steals. And man, they are really cranking the music very loud. I barely hear myself talk, and I have the headset on. Anderson has been the star of the show for the Tiger offense so far as the Tigers re-enter the court. Athena's joined them. And time for some free throws now. King's first shot, no good. So the second shot from the charity stripe. That one's in. So Tigers break 30. And the Athenas on the attack. Try for another Hail Mary throw, but that one just a little over the head of Ragsdale. So perhaps another opportunity for Trinity. Robbins gives it to Napoli. Napoli up to King. They work it up the three-point arc. Reedy hands it down to Anderson. Anderson dishes it in for Napoli. Napoli tries to find somebody, but the Athena is able to take it away. Driving in, and good defense by the Tigers forces that turnover. Napoli pull-up shot, doesn't fall. Athena's trying to get some more points to pull within one possession. It's put up, and nothing there. So the foul on Maggie Robbins there.
Fouls number 11, Maggie Robbins, that is her first. And it's team foul number 1.
We got some substitutions in for the Athenas. First shot, not happy with that one. Was Tanya Guy doing a little pat on the head. You see Coach Cam Hill on your screen. Trying to lead his Tiger squad deep into March Madness again. Anderson will put it in. Napoli over to Robbins. Robbins, a big throw down to Reedy. Reedy back to Robbins. And they go up to Minter. Shot just doesn't go for Kylie Minter. Gray going down. Clever work by Gray, but getting swarmed right now. So forces a timeout out of Claremont Mudscripts. And Trinity fans obviously volleyball playing right now. We'll see if we can't get some scoring updates from that one. But in this match, or in this game rather, 30-27, Tigers up by 3. But it's been some struggles from both sides, really finding the bottom of the bucket. The Tigers right now haven't taken a shot, or haven't made a shot really, in the past 3 minutes. They've gotten a couple free throws in. But the Athena defense proving to be very sturdy. And to dish it in for the Athenas is Marley Ragsdale. But Gray is immediately met with Robbins. Goes over to Florendo, back to Gray. They work it up the arc. Reedy touched the ball. So the Athenas will maintain possession. Resendiz gets it over to Gray. Gray looking for an opportunity. Goes down to Florendo. Florendo up to Gray. 2 seconds on the play clock. It is an air ball. Not like it mattered anyways. Went out of bounds. Kylie Minter will be the one to put it in. McKay Chingler back in for the Athenas. Chingler, first year out of Chicago, Illinois. Bit far from home. Errant pass was intercepted by the Athenas. And they will get the ball on the right side of the court for them. Resendiz and the Athenas with a good opportunity to tie it up. They can get a 3 to fall. Gray looking for someone. Dishes it into the arc. Go back out to Gray. And the three does not fall for Heckman, but the Athena rebound pulls them within one. The aforementioned Shingler. 2 more points to her name. Reedy trying to drive it in, puts it up, and gets it in. So end that 2-minute scoring drought for the Tigers. So Athena's within 3. Gray trying to orchestrate an opportunity. Gray goes down to Florendo. Florendo working it in, but now working it back out are the Athenas. Driving it in, but back out. Robbins takes it away. Athena's too indecisive with where they wanted to take the shot. And more points for the Tigers hit the board. Minter puts the Tigers up 34-29. And you can see on your screen right now, Trinity playing Barry. They're over in Rome, Georgia. Like Claremont, another shot for them falls into the bucket. Tigers working in. Reedy can't get that one to fall. A lot of missed opportunity for the Tigers. Athena's driving in, and it's going to be an and one. You see the foul drawn here. It's a good job by Sadie Heckman, senior out of San Diego. And Kayla Ishibashi, junior out of Cypress, California, re-enters the game for the Athenas. And the Athenas have tied this one up, 34-34. Tiger offense needs to heat up a little. Jalen Martin in the game for the Tigers. That's a name we haven't seen in this match yet. Reedy drives it in, puts it up, but it's a brick. Rebound for the Tigers. Multiple rebounds. They take back the lead. Jalen Martin, unrelenting in her play. Jennifer Tierney also in for the Tigers. And Jalen Martin tagged with the foul. 36-34. And once again, both sides with that B next to their score on the scoreboard into bonus territory. Athena's trying to drive it in, but they kick it back out. Athenas have had a struggle trying to find an opportunity to take a shot. Reedy absolutely unrelenting on Gray. The shot is an air ball. Perhaps not the best selection. Shot clock violation. 20 seconds left on the clock. Trinity will almost certainly try and run this one out. Be the last shot. You don't want to give Athena's another opportunity. Minter down to Martin. Hits it over to O'Rourke, and the Athenas take it away. 5 seconds left, and the ball is just spilt onto the floor. And a little confusion on whose ball that was because kind of pinballing around a couple players. You know, they should probably add, it should probably be at 2 seconds because I think the ball went out of bounds a little earlier than 1.1, but either way, it's going to be a quick shot. We'll see if Ishibashi finds anyone. Gray puts it up, and puts it in. She had to make up a shot in less than a second, and she puts it in. And not only does she do that, she gets the Athenas the lead. What a shot. It is tough to shoot a basketball in less than a second. But for Ava Gray, the junior out of San Francisco, she comes in clutch for her squad. We enter halftime here in San Antonio with the Athenas up by 1. Tigers, they're looking at this one to see if the shot does get off before the buzzer. And I think very clearly it does. But I think they're also looking to see if it was a 3 or not. So let's see. Where does she take the shot? I think it's a pretty clear. Pretty clear 3 before the buzzer. Or are they looking to see if I don't think anything is going to change here. Although the control room would know better than I do. I'm not in on the conversation down there. So I believe the score will stand. It is 36-37. Athena's leading. Athena's 4 for their last 5 shots. They have caught fire on the offensive side of the ball at the right time, and they capped it all off with a buzzer beater. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network. Leave the stats there on your screen. We'll be back in about 14 minutes for the second half. Stay tuned. I'm Reed Rosales with the Tiger Network. We are in for an exciting one. But a minute 30 left until the second half begins. You're seeing some highlights on your screen right now. It's been a back and forth game, but very defensive, especially in that first part of the second quarter. But at the end, Claremont Mudscripts, they really caught fire on offense. And the big exclamation part, one final buzzer beater for the Athenas to take the lead. The Athenas have been really good at getting rebounds as well. They're out-rebounding the Tigers 25-18. So they're getting more opportunities for themselves. Tigers with 9 steals on the night compared to 7 for the Athenas. And if you don't know, the Claremont Colleges are a group of 3 schools over in Claremont, California. The colleges of Claremont, and once again, starting 5 back out on the court. No changes for either side. The Tigers are going to be the first to have an offensive possession. The Athenas certainly have to be hyped up after Ava Gray hit a buzzer beater. She clearly leads the offense of the Athenas. Perhaps not in points scored, but in actual leadership. Maggie Robbins drives it in, kicks it out to Napoli. Napoli tries to go in. Tigers moving the ball around. Give it over to Anderson. Anderson out to King. King going to Limoncello. Limoncello down to Napoli from 3. And not falling for Josie Napoli. Athenas quickly go on the attack. A lot of fancy passing allows them to extend their lead. They're up by 3 now. Tigers got to find some offense. Limoncello gets it over to Anderson. Anderson can't get it to fall. Another rebound for the Athenas. Gray getting swarmed by Limoncello, and Anderson cops up the ball, but an Athena there to scoop it up. Foul called. That one on Limoncello. So Athenas will get to throw it in after the Limoncello foul. Katie Resendiz. And a travel as Gray falls down. She's moving around just fine, so doesn't look like she twisted an ankle or anything, which is always good. Maggie Robbins drives it in, tries to get a fancy pass, but a foul will be whistled on the court. Sadie Heckman marked with the foul. Kayla Ishibashi enters the game for Claremont Mudscripts. Robbins gets it to Limoncello, who dishes it out to Robbins again. Robbins gets it over to Limoncello. Limoncello going in and try to get it to Anderson, but just too many Athenas. Florendo going over to Gray. Gray surveying her options. As nearly 2 minutes have passed here in San Antonio in this third quarter. Gray thinks about driving it in herself. Instead, hands it off to Florendo, who goes up the three-point arc. Ishibashi drives in. And the 3 attempt does not go. And Tigers end up with the ball. Napoli going down. Napoli drives it in. And throws it out for Robbins. Robbins pinpoint pass to King. But she kicks it out to Limoncello. Robbins has the ball in her hands again. Shot clock reads 10. Robbins goes in, puts it up, puts it in. So Tigers down by 1 yet again. They has work it up. And Tigers pick it off, but can't make use of it there. And the rebound does not get them points either. That's really what's been hurting the Tigers, is that they are getting rebounds, but a lot of the times they are unable to take advantage of him. It's being driven in by Markarian, but it ends up back out beyond the three-point arc. Grace Florendo can't hit it from 3. Anderson going over to Robbins. Robbins trying to go in. Robbins back out to Napoli, who drives in herself. Robbins from 3. Can't get it to fall. CMS will take a 30-second timeout. 2-minute, 40-second scoring drought for the Athenas, as both teams into this second half have found it hard to score, whether it's the defense being tough or just rebounds and shots not falling. Either way, the Athenas are currently outdoing the Tigers on field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. They're also out-rebounding the Tigers 29-21, which is probably the biggest reason why they're in the lead. 19 turnovers, though. It's what's kept this game close. That Tiger press, once again, proving to be a handful for pretty much every team that they go against. There is another team watching from the other side of the court. They're a purple team, and unfortunately we have 2 purple teams here in San Antonio, and Cal Lutheran and Hardin Simmons here in this round robin invitational, but I can't quite tell who it is, unfortunately. Either way, they're scouting future competition, whether it be the Tigers or the Mudscripts, or if you are Cal Lu, you'd be scouting both, because you have to play both since they're in the same conference as CMS, at least. Ishibashi loses the ball. Robbins leading the Tigers back. Limoncello going over to King. Goes up the arc. Anderson from 3. Can't get it to fall. And it's going to be a foul. Maggie Robbins gets tagged with the foul. So CMS gets another opportunity to extend the lead. Ishibashi going down to Markarian. Ishibashi nearly loses it. Great footwork, but throws an interception to Napoli. But Napoli throws an interception. Just turnover chains being handed out everywhere right now. And Ishibashi falls over. And Tiger Faithful wanted a call there, but didn't get it. And Athena's up by 3 now. Robbins thinks about going in. Takes the ankles of a defender as the ball works its way up the 3-point arc. Anderson going in. Gets it over to Napoli from 3. Napoli bricks it. And that is an errant pass. Limoncello fell. You can see right here Limoncello getting swarmed by Athenas. Jamie Reedy back on the court for Trinity. A long with Kylie Minter, Maggie Robbins, and Josie Napoli will head back to the bench for now. Sky O'Rourke on the court for the Tigers as well. King going up to Minter, who gives it to Reedy. Reedy gets fouled. Siona Mandium needs to be careful, as that is personal foul number 3 for her. We have a timeout on the court as we hit the 5-minute mark. Like I said, Trinity Volleyball up in Rome, Georgia. They're playing the Berry College Vikings in postseason play right now. You get that look on your screen. Oh, that's a good dig, but Berry unable to come up with it, so kill for the Tigers. Trinity up 16-14 in set 2. They dropped the first set, but you can see it is a hostile crowd, but still some Trinity faithful over in Rome, Georgia. Trinity on a 2-minute 40-second scoring drought right now in this one. Coach Hill talking with this team. And Athena's fans, I won't forget your powerhouse team. The volleyball team for Claremont absolutely brutalized Salisbury as they mollywopped them to head over to the regional final up in Cambridge, where I'm assuming they're going to meet MIT. But who knows? There could always be some chaos in that regional. But of course, Claremont gets to host the Division III Women's Volleyball Championships this year. And I would say CMS, your women's volleyball team, is very likely to make it out of their regional. Reedy takes the 3 and a brick. Anderson puts it up, can't get it, and another throw. And they will not say and one. Say she was fouled before she got the shot off. And I need to reiterate a statement. Mandium for CMS is at 4 personal fouls right now. The stats hadn't updated when I looked at it last time. 4 fouls for number 10. Reedy gets it all the way to Minter. Resetting the court. O'Rourke going and gets it to King. King looking for an open Tiger. Dishes it back to O'Rourke, who drives it in, but can't get it in. King with the rebound. Still doesn't go in for the Tigers. Tigers get the ball back. Reedy will just take a 3, and Reedy drains the 3. Watch out for the freshman. It's 41-41 now. But the Athenas trying to respond back. Draw a foul. Sadie Heckman will get a trip to the charity stripe. And of course, I know, being the volleyball commentator for Trinity University, the epic battles between the Athenas and Tigers in the volleyball world as well. That one absolutely drained, so Athenas retake the lead thanks to Sadie Heckman. Heckman gets the other one in as well. So 43-41, Athena's leading. Reedy trying to get the ball down the court. Anderson gets it over to O'Rourke. O'Rourke working her way down the 3-point arc. Reedy with the 3. Reedy drains another 3. 44-43. CMS trailing now. Ishibashi drives it in and gets it in. So trade the lead once again. Big pass. And the Tigers unable to get it. Maybe not an advisable pass, as there was some good coverage there. And Ava Gray back on the court for the Athenas. Marley Ragsdale will dish it in. Freshman out of LA. And Tanya Guy gets it over Gray. Always waiting. Shingler puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Tigers get the ball back. O'Rourke, one-on-one, puts it up, draws the foul. It was very favorable for Sky O'Rourke as the Athenas were playing catch-up. So Trinity has the B next to their name now. It is bonus time. O'Rourke, this is her first trip to the charity stripe. She'll hope for a better shot on this one. And we are tied up, 45-45. Athenas methodically work their way down the court, which is what you have to do against the Tiger press. Some good passes. And there's a foul on the court. And the Athena bench is absolutely livid. Coach Murchison wanting an explanation from the official, as they called that one a charge. But the Tiger bench fired up now. What will they do with this energy? Reedy goes in, tries to spin it around, gets it to Signs. Signs puts it up. And I suppose you can say it's a charge for a charge. .45-45 still. Things are getting hectic here in CalGuard Gym, that's for sure. And Athena is pretty wide open, but can't get it to fall. And they're going to call a jump ball. Sadie Heckman could not get that one in. But the ensuing scramble for the ball will make it a quote-unquote jump ball. Arrow pointing the Athena's way, so they will get to throw it in. The put up from Resendiz does not fall. Shingler from three, can't get it in either. Tigers rebound. O'Rourke just driving it right down the middle, draws the foul. Sky O'Rourke just running it down mid-lane. She gets the foul and a chance to give the Tigers a lead again. Smart thinking by O'Rourke. Sophomore out of Austin, Texas. So many times the Tigers have set up to try and work around the arc, but this time maybe caught a bit off guard by O'Rourke just charging in. O'Rourke's first shot gives the Tigers the lead, 46-45. 6 points for O'Rourke on the night. She's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Next shot. In. 47-45. Athena is playing on the back foot slightly now. And that one nearly intercepted. Tigers come up with it. Signs gets pushed to the floor. Slow to get up. but she'll try to shake it off. She hit the floor really hard. Athena's tie it up 47-47. Reedy goes back down. Minter can't have it fall. Reedy tried to get a sneaky steal off of Gray. Gray getting absolutely harassed on Tiger drive-bys right now. They get it down to Guy. Tanya Guy trying to go in with it from the paint. It's another brick. Bailey Timmons. And Minter works it in. Kicks it back out for Reedy. Reedy with the three. Reedy sinks the three! What a showing for Reedy in the second half. 50-47. Athena's tried to kick it out, but Timmons there to swat it away. Less than a minute left on the clock here in the third quarter. Reedy breaks double digits. 11 points. That's including 3 for 5 from beyond the three-point arc. Just a beautiful shot. She was a high school star. She knows what success is like. And she wants to bring these Tigers more success in her freshman year. Athena's playing patient. Gray being harassed by Minter. Gray trying to drive it in. Gray puts it up and cannot get it down. So Tigers going back in. Minter loses the ball. Gray will try once again. There's still a shot clock to worry about. Foul on the court. So Katie Resendiz, I believe, will be the one heading to the charity stripe this time. Can't tie the game, but can certainly pull the Athenas into a more favorable position. Resendiz, somewhere out of Andover, Massachusetts. Of course, Claremont, not just good for athletics, they are a really good school in general, academically. .50-48 is the score. No shot clock, so the Tigers could run out the clock and be the last ones to take a shot in this third quarter. We'll see if that's what they do. Sky O'Rourke. Kylie Minter now, and a foul. So some points for the Tigers. Update from Rome, Georgia. Tigers take the second set against the Vikings. Tied 1 set. Similar scoring margin to what the Vikings won the first set by. So a good match over there in Rome. Barry is a very talented volleyball program. Meanwhile, back in CalGuard Gym in San Antonio. Different time zone, really. Kylie Minter takes a free throw. She makes a free throw. 51-48. Minter 4 for 5 from the charity stripe tonight. Make it 5 for 6. Minter at 9 points for the game. Timmons really harassing Shingler. We'll see what the Athenas do here to try and respond. 4 seconds. Ichibashi puts it up from the free throw line. It can't get it down. So at the end of the third quarter, your score here in San Antonio, 52 Trinity, 48 Claremont Mudscripts. It is such a nice match between these two squads, two talented squads. CMS, one of the best teams over in the Southern Californian Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Meanwhile, the Trinity is in the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference. The SCIAC and SCAC. We'll see if we get another live view of some Barry Trinity action. Looks like they're about to start set 3. It's just exciting times here on campus right now because football tomorrow at noon. If you are in the San Antonio area and you're a Trinity fan, you got to show up because it's the battle for Texas. Hardin-Simmons versus Trinity. The winner likely goes to play North Central, and that'll be a big game too. Let's put up, big swing, over, and almost an over. And the swing, and that gets down for a kill. Who other than Reagan Watley? I'm calling both games. Watley back to serve. And we are back for more amazing women's basketball. Trinity high up on the polls to start the year. 6 from the Coaches Association, 12 from D3 Hoops. And Maggie Robbins, I mean, look, she was arguably the MVP for the Tigers, one of many candidates that the Tigers had. She made it seem easy there. Tigers up 54-48. Let's put up. And another bucket for CMS. There's Endies. Collects the N1. So $2 and some change for the Athenas. Napoli gives it to Reedy. Takes a deep 3. Oh my goodness! Jamie Reedy! Can you even believe that? And Coach Hill is fired up. What a 3 by Reedy. Well beyond the 3-point arc. Robbins gets to dish it in. And it will continue to be Tiger ball as that one went off of an Athena. Reedy will get to put it in this time. Reedy looking for Robbins. Robbins covered. And good defense by the Athenas. They had their targets marked. And that's going to be called a charge. Mary Markarian, senior out of Glendale, California, tried to draw the foul but ended up committing the foul herself. Napoli will start things off for the Tigers on this drive. And here we go with Maggie Robbins. Robbins gets it over to Napoli. Napoli putting it up and can't get it in. But Natalie Anderson on the rebound. Reedy takes another 3, and Reedy hits another 3! What a shot! Jamie Reedy, have yourself a game! We're going to have to see if Jamie Reedy is some sort of psychic because the way that ball flies, it's almost unnatural how well it finds the basket. She's got a wand for a hand because she is making magic happen. 60-51, 17 points on the night for Reedy. She is on fire right now. 5 for 7 from beyond the arc. What a special freshman #1 is. Tigers come together and re-enter the court. Athenas really need to start putting the fire out because they are down by 9. They were down like this in the early parts of this of this game. Sorry, I'm in volleyball mode right now. Florendo over to Shingler. Shingler goes up for Gray. Gray, big lobbing pass for Florendo. Almost ended up out of bounds, but good on Florendo to keep it in. And Gray will take the open three, but it will be a brick. Resendiz draws the foul. So Napoli will be tagged with the foul. Napoli's first foul. The first shot falls, so 60-52. Resendiz 3 for 4. Now 4 for 5. 16 points on the night for Resendiz. So trying to match Reedy stride for stride. 60-53 is the score right now. We'll see what the conductor, Maggie Robbins, does on this one. She takes it in herself, kicks it out to Napoli. Open three. Napoli hits a three. It's raining threes here in San Antonio. All for the Tigers. And picked off by Reedy. Reedy gets it into Napoli. And a smart choice by Reedy. It's one of the things Coach Hill was talking about. This team is so unselfish. Reedy could have easily pulled up for a three there, but instead taking the smart pass to Napoli and getting the more guaranteed points. 65-53. Trinity looking like they're breaking this one open. That one doesn't fall for the Athenas. Tiger ball as that one heads out of bounds. Kayla Ishibashi in for the Athenas. She checks in for Sadie Heckman. Robbins hands it over to Napoli. Napoli works her way up the arc. Napoli drives it in. Gets it over to Robbins. Robbins, short shot. Doesn't fall, but the rebound from Natalie Anderson does. 67-53. Timeout on the court. What a opening up of the scoring. That opening salvo shot fired from Reedy has sparked this Tiger offense. A beautiful three from Napoli. Multiple amazing threes from Reedy. And if you're an opponent, you have so many offensive weapons to worry about when you play the Trinity Tigers. Look how hyped up Reedy is. She's got that special freshman energy radiating from her. And when you can get a special freshman to radiate that kind of energy, it spreads. And this Tiger offense that had looked like it needed to start the engine up a couple of times has really started hitting the gas and not stopped at all. It looks like we're getting back on the court for the Tigers. Tigers up in set 3 over in Rome. Athena is in a bit of a dire situation right now. 67-53. They need to put some points on the board or hope that this Trinity offense cools off. That's not a good way to do it. Natalie Anderson takes it away. Reedy has the ball. Over to Napoli, takes the three. And Napoli can't make it there. And it will be Tiger ball. Up to Reedy, immediate three. I mean, come on. Reedy has to have some sort of three-point cheat code on right now. 70-53. And Josie Napoli takes it away, gets it to Anderson, who draws the foul. 10-0 run for the Tigers for the last minute 30. I mean, come on. I mean, if you're the Athenas, you just look at that and think 20 points for Reedy. 18 points in this half. 6 for 8 from downtown. She must have a high-rise apartment downtown because she makes it look so easy. Tigers extend their lead thanks to the Natalie Anderson free throw. And it's 72-53 now. So 5 for 6 on the night for free throws for Natalie Anderson. Markarian dishes it in. Athenas have to work quickly. But having to deal with that Tiger press, it is hard to work quickly. Gray being harassed. Sky O'Rourke back in the game for the Tigers. It's put up, and it doesn't fall. Foul on the floor. And that vocal fan calling it absolutely embarrassing. The official is actually and man, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, but the official has actually ejected a fan. Maggie Robbins seems a bit harsh maybe, but Robbins dishes it in for O'Rourke. O'Rourke keeps it alive after some slight mishandling. Reedy over to Napoli. Napoli puts it up. Air ball, but Reedy able to collect it. O'Rourke. And it's going to be Athena ball. Emotions can run high in these games sometimes. Okay, we do have multiple teams watching now. Just noticed that we have a team in all black. I'm assuming that's Hardin Simmons. I can never tell because both teams are fond of wearing both purple and black. Kalu and Hardin Simmons. It's put up, foul drawn. As Resendiz tries to pull off an impressive shot. Elaine King will be tagged with the foul. And Resendiz 4 for 5 from the free throw line. You see Coach Murchison watching some perhaps tough luck get a bit tougher. Next shot from Resendiz. That one's in. 72-54. Tigers up by quite a bit. Napoli gets it over to Reedy. Reedy won't take the three. Instead, she drives it in, puts it up. Can't get it in, though. It was a good idea, though. Resendiz gets it down to Markarian, who delivers it to Gray. Gray over to Resendiz. Resendiz is going to drive it in, but she fumbles it. Maggie Robbins gets it over to Napoli, but just overthrows Napoli by just a smidge. Just a bit too far of a leading shot. Sadie Heckman back on the floor. Checking in for Kayla Ishibashi. Markarian dishes it in. Guy getting harassed. Gray. The Athena's having trouble moving the ball down the court. Resendiz letting the court be set. Tanya Guy tries to move it in, but is going to get called for a foul. Guy a bit confused on the call. Not really agreeing with it. 72-54. Robbins over to Napoli. Napoli drives down the court. Up to Robbins. Down to Napoli again. Napoli within the arc. Reedy puts up for three. Reedy hits another three. Maybe I should just make a voice clip, get a button so I can press it, because she has been that consistent in the second half. 75-54. I mean, come on. Like, at this point, it looks like we're playing the same clip over and over and over again. Like, are you kidding me? 23 points for Reedy. 7 for 9 from downtown. You see Coach Hill talking with the Tigers as everything has come up Trinity here in this second half. And really, you can watch that shot all day. Napoli giving the emphatic high five to Reedy. 15-1 run for the Tigers over the last 3:30. And the Athenas, things didn't look bleak then. They're certainly looking a bit bleaker now. They dropped their opening game to Lincoln, who's a school in California. Dropped it 75-68. One of the interesting things I found there was for the first, I believe, couple minutes of that game, they're actually using the men's basketball when they needed to be using the women's basketball. They didn't notice until about 2 minutes into that one. Resendiz down to Guy. Guy over to Markarian. Markarian drives it in, puts it up, draws the foul. And we are in bonuses, so hope you like seeing the charity stripe a lot, because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fouls drawn. Markarian gets shot number one. She's perfect on the night for free throws. She's 3 for 3 now. Maggie Robbins and Elaine King need to watch for fouls. They both have 3. Second free throw doesn't go, but Athena's able to rebound. And, well, that doesn't happen very often. Ball just gets wedged. So jump ball. That'll be Tiger ball. Shout out to the guy with the little floor mop. Because, you know, not all heroes wear capes, all right? Tanya Guy will be the one to dish it in. Heckman up the court, back to Heckman. It's going in for Resendiz. And Markarian, frustrated with herself, she wanted to pass it to, I believe, a teammate running in, but instead it just finds the back wall. Robbins gets it to Napoli. Napoli over to Reedy. Reedy takes a 3, and Reedy bricks a 3 for the first time in forever. That one was a deep 3, too. Put up, draws the foul. So Guy will get a couple of attempts. On the Athena side, Markarian, Guy, and Heckman need to watch out. They all have 3 fouls. And a resounding round of applause for Jamie Reedy, who will likely finish her night there. 23 points, 7 threes. And all coming really in this second half. What a special freshman that Coach Hill has to work with there. 75-56. Robbins tries to work her way up, and a foul drawn. So Maggie Robbins will head over to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Lane King likely ends her night there as Jennifer Tierney, senior out of Orinda, California, on the court now for Trinity. And it looks like the Cal Lutheran Regals, who were spectating the game, are moving out. Really, the Regals get a lot of information out of this game because not only are they playing Trinity, but they also have to play CMS in conference. So 2 for the price of 1. 77-56. Resendiz. There's a foul. So Resendiz will be the one to take the shots. Couldn't quite catch what kind of foul that was. But up and in, so 77-57. 20-point lead for Trinity. And 2 for 2. Sky O'Rourke drives it down the court. Over to Tierney. Goes up to Robbins. Robbins into the paint. It's kicked back out. Napoli. Up to Tierney. Tierney going in. Hands it back out. Robbins will drive it in. Tigers are passing the ball left and right, front and center. And that will force a jump ball. And Resendiz is not agreeing with that one. Maddie Muller in for the Tigers as well. Robbins gets it over to Napoli. Tierney not pulling up for a 3 just yet. Hands it over to Robbins. Muller with the 3. But it bricks. So Athenas will try and make a miracle comeback at this point. It's a tough task to score 20 in about 3 minutes. Can be done, though, but an air ball is certainly not going to help. But Tigers fumbled the ball, so Resendiz loses the ball as Napoli swats it out of her hands. And Tanya Guy able to pull the Athenas within 17. And Muller just waiting, being patient. And I'm not sure if Maggie Robbins inadvertently elbowed the Athena who's down on the court. I believe that's Tanya Guy. It didn't look intentional. It looked like Guy may have gotten swiped by a Maggie Robbins elbow right there. Taking an elbow to the head is never fun. Ivory Scott will enter the court for Trinity along with Jalen Martin. And we hope that she's okay. Putting a tissue up to her nose, so I don't know if she has a bloody nose from that. So there's going to be a review on this play. Oh, it does look like, yeah, there was blood drawn there as they're cleaning it off the court. Obviously, I don't think it looked intentional from Maggie Robbins. Just trying to move the ball from one side of her body to the other. Got it right there. We hope that she's okay. The Athenas have struggled with injury. And of course, I'm sure this is the last thing they want to see. Yeah, right there. The official is trying to determine whether it was intentional or not. I'd be surprised if they said it was. Or who knows, maybe I'm just naive. Homer commentator. Sound off in the chat if I am. And the officials coming to a huddle. As the gym awaits the decision. So I've officially determined that Hart and Simmons is the one on the other side of the court. Because the team sitting closest to me was the Regals. Cowgirls on the other side. Cowgirls will play both of these teams, Trinity and Claremont, although they won't play Trinity in San Antonio. They'll actually play them up in Abilene. Having words with the coaches. And certainly no hard feelings shared there. So they will mark Robbins with the foul. So Trinity volleyball up 2-1 against Barry College. Barry hosting that game, so tough environment there. Heckman drives it in, but can't get it to fall. Scott on the rebound. Gets over to Napoli. Tigers on the move once again. They move at Mach 5. Napoli fumbles it, though. Sometimes too fast for their own feet, perhaps. Foul on the court. More charity stripe shots. So Bailey Timmons will enter the game for Trinity. That'll almost certainly end Napoli's night. And the shots from Mandium. Can't get the first one. Still 77-60. And it looks like Guy has not re-entered the match. Ishibashi, I believe, is the one who came in to replace her. And here we go. Back in play. Timmons going over to Tyranny. The three does not fall this time. And it's going to be a foul against the Tigers. So foul called on Muller. Some of the Tigers bench standing up for grievance with the call, but Coach Hill kind of signaling them to sit down on this time, so that shot goes in. Ishibashi takes another one. That one rattles out. But Athena's draw the foul. Athena's trying to do infinite loop of free throws, perhaps. They're on a 6-0 run right now. They gave it the foul to Tyranny. And look who's back on the court. Tanya Guy, you'll love to see it. Kate Schingler on the court again for the Athenas as well. That one bricks off the front. Guy and Amandium need to be careful. They both have 4 personal fouls. And neither of those falling. Timmons gets it to Scott. Scott driving it down the lane. And, you know, ball handling. It can be harder than it looks. And a Guy trying to orchestrate some more momentum, but Muller with the takeaway, puts it up, puts it in, and how about some change to go along with that shot as well. So we'll see how the and one goes for Maddie. Doesn't go. Tigers unable to rebound. 79-62. Once again, those takeaways have been severely impacting the game. And that one, Tigers get the ball back. Scott trying to drive in. Goes back out to Timmons. Timmons over to Muller. Back to Timmons. Timmons takes a deep 3. High arcing, but ultimately a brick. And here we go once again. And Martin just takes that one away. Good interception there. And Tigers have broken 80, 81-62. Just a beautiful sequence there by the Tigers, capping it off with more points for Muller. It's driven in and dropped. Martin going down. No shot clock left, so we'll see if the Tigers just hold it. Likely will. Oh, Timmons driving in. Draws a foul. So we'll have a couple more shots. This game is all but over in name. 81-62. Score may change by 1 or 2 points. Sadie Heckman back in the match, back in the game for the Athenas. That one doesn't fall for Timmons. And it looks like the Cowgirls are moving out. (82-62). And here we go. Tigers have it. 3 seconds on the clock. They're just going to let it run out. And what a home opener for Trinity. A 82-62 final score. Tigers explode in the second half to put this one out of reach for the Athenas. And as the Cowgirls move on to the court to take practice before their game tomorrow, the Cowboys are also heading in, coming up to you on the Tiger Network. Hardin-Simmons football against Trinity here in San Antonio. It will be a match for the ages, hopefully. So be sure to tune into that one. Looking into some stats for this one, though. So Jamie Reedy had 23 points, a lot of threes, contributing to that one. She was excellent from downtown. Meanwhile, Resendiz doing very well for herself. Katie Resendiz has a double-double on the night. 19 points, 12 rebounds. Despite the effort, though, it wasn't enough for the Athenas to come back from a Jamie Reedy who was on fire in that second half. She scored 2 points in the first half and then scored 21 in the second half. Just an incredible freshman. Sky O'Rourke led the Tigers in rebounds with 9. Maggie Robbins led in assists with 6. Tigers taking notice of our cameraman Adam down on the court. Thank you to everyone who came in to work this game. Adam, Bickley, of course, the shadow president of the Tiger Network, Josh, always working in the background. Everyone who did stats, Caleb Reed on replay. And I think Cole Isaacson was in the control room. I just got confirmation that he was. So thank you, Cole Isaacson, as well. And up next for Trinity Tiger fans, they're going to play another SCIAC opponent. They get to play Cal Lutheran, 7 o'clock. Same place in CalGuard Gym, so be sure to tune in for that one. CMS fans, tune in tomorrow as the Athenas will play Hardin Simmons at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, so 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That will certainly be a good match as well. Thank you for tuning in to the Tiger Network. I am Reed Rosales. Trinity wins 82-62 against the Athenas. A wonderful match to end a wonderful night of basketball. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, whether it's football or women's basketball. Have a good night.